is goes by a name called Hemichordata. The name itself tells hemi, half. Usually these organisms, that means this group of organisms, earlier considered as a subphylum. That means these are all phylums, right? Porifera is a phylum. Like up until Echinodermata we have already studied as a phylum. Now we're going to move into next category, the next phylum actually called as Chordata, and in between the phylums, that means all these 9 phylums which we missed here, one we should be including, that is called Ctenopora, which has to be between phylum Cnidaria and Platyhelminths. So after these phylums which are grouped under non-chordates, we already completed 9 phylums. After that we have another phylum called Chordata, under which this Hemichordata once it belonged to, which is called Hemichordata. But now it has been moved into a separate phylum that is between non-chordates and chordates, and lies between these two is Hemichordata. Okay, so now let's see what are the characteristic features of these group of organisms have. Now this phylum consisting of worm-like marine animals, most of them are marine, not freshwater. When it comes to the body of these organisms, they have organ system level of organization, bilaterally symmetrical, made up of 3 germ layers, and they have a true cavity. The body is cylindrical, is composed of an anterior, you can see right over here, anterior. In biology, anterior means on the top, posterior means on the bottom. Posterior and anterior. Say something like our mouth is on the top, so our mouth is situated at the anterior position, whereas anus at the posterior position. Same way in these organisms, anterior part which is called proboscis, and they have a collar and a long trunk. Let me show you here. Look at these organisms, these are worm-like. They have these proboscis at anterior position, and they have a collar, and you can see they have this structure called as a long trunk. This is the long trunk having genital organs, and they have a posterior anus. Okay, so this is how the body look like. Let me show you the picture clearly. You can see this is the proboscis, collar, and posterior trunk. They are worm-like organisms. You can see right over here. They are having many variety of structures, but commonly have these 3: proboscis, collar, and the large trunk. Okay, let me go through these first. They have a circulatory system which is open type. That means the blood is not flowing in the blood vessels. The blood is in these organisms' body. Blood is flowing in the sinuses, cavity of the body. Breathing takes place through gills. Excretion by proboscis glands. They have proboscis glands which do the excretion. Sexes are separate. Male and female are separated. Fertilization is external. Fusion of gamete takes place outside the body. And they have a larval stage. That's what is indicated as indirect development. And here are some of the examples: belanoglossus and saccoglossus. Okay, look at these organisms here. Belanoglossus gigas is the largest species found in Brazil, which measures up to 2.5 meters. And even these belanoglossus is used as a fish bait by the local fishermen. They are also called as tongue worms due to the resemblance of the proboscis looking like a tongue, ox tongue. Belanoglossus secretes iodoform like foul smelling compound as a defense mechanism. Some of these are the characteristic features of these organisms, and you can see right over here. Marine like worm like animals, they are benthic. I mean, they are living at the bottom of the ocean or sea, and the smallest of them are like few millimeters, and gigantic one is 1.5 millimeter, which is Balanoglossus gigas, and the body is made up of three parts like proboscis, collar, and trunk. Okay, so this is all about Hemichordata, which is once used to be present under the Chordata phylum, but now it is moved to a separate phylum called Hemichordata.